What it do? Yo man, listen. Patch notes, PogChamp, patch notes, PogChamp. Let's get right into it. Ratatosk says on the General Tacticus Discord server, who wants to read the short version while I format the long version? And I'm here to give the even longer version. Yeah, anyways. All new incursion featuring the Plague Burst Crawler. For those of you who don't know, Plague Burst Crawler is a long-range mortar-type tank for the Death Guard faction on tabletop. Battle Pass featuring Arjak, that's pretty cool. If you want the character, you should get it. The Motive Force event featuring Cygex from March 2. Other content creators have already made videos about this character. This is the 5th admech character. I didn't make a video about him because I didn't really care for it, plus I was sick. So, you can just type his name and find videos about him. New Angels of Death event featuring Dante from March 23rd, so she didn't put the end date, that's fine. Dante is the second legendary character for Blood Angels faction, that's pretty cool, I predicted it, kudos to me. Training Rush home screen event, I like those, I think they're, not horrible. Dante Squad Blessed Requisition, just free stuff. Campaign event Adeptus Mechanics returns on February 27th, that's pretty cool. Introducing the Tacticus Player API Beta, I don't know what this is, we'll see. Okay, new stuff. Introducing the Tacticus Player API Beta, giving the power to access your in-game data and integrate it into own tools, dashboards, and projects. The API is available at api.tacticus.game.com. There's another spot here. I think this last dot is the sentence concluding. Anyways, head over to get started and see how you can integrate your Tacticus data into your own tools. Note, nothing personal, such as your purchase history or location email address, is shared via the API key. Game stuff, you can cancel keys anytime. Okay, that seems good. Having stuff to keep track of characters and whatnot, that seems cool, whatever. I don't care for it, but I know a lot of people will appreciate this. Upcoming legendary event. Commander Dante, which is the chapter master for Blood Angels, he's coming on March 23rd, which is really cool. Commander Dante is probably one of, I'll say it. Commander Dante is definitely the highest ranked Imperial character. I mean, he's literally the Lord Regent for Health to Imperium, so that's pretty cool. New Blessed Requisition. I'll just read the contents. Ariman, that's pretty cool. Tom, that's okay. Nico, I like that. Mateneo, that's pretty cool. Lucian is good. Give us Scrappa, that's also good. So this is fine. Training Rush home screen event, March 17th to March 22nd. So it's Training Rush into Dante Legendary event. So that's, a full few days. Boost your progress with triple XP on all your characters in every battle mode. This is the same thing. I think that's pretty cool. I already made myself pretty clear as to how I feel about Training Rush events. I like them. I think they are no work for good rewards, so it's fine. A new Battle Pass season featuring Arjak starting on February 23rd. If you want the character, if you really, really want the character, you should get it. It's a direct way to get it instead of just gambling on requisitions. So that's pretty cool. Added 5 new Onslaught tiers. That's good too. I understand some people are running out of Onslaughts, and this is just kind of trying to bucket water out of a sinking ship. But it's been working, so I'm not going to complain. New collectible character, Cygex, the Cataphrone Destroyer, unlockable via the Motive Force event starting on March 2nd. That's actually not that far away from the recording of this video, which is the 19th of February. So that's pretty soon, actually. This is a ranged, what's it called, AdMech character, the 5th one, so that's pretty cool. New Guild War season starting on March 8th, for those of you who care for Guild War. A new incursion event starting March 17th. Plague Burst Crawler is added as a machine of war for Death Guard. Pretty straightforward. Some improvements have been introduced. So these are applied to all incursions. You can now fight different tiers of an incursion in any order you want. No need to start from tier 1 and then go in order. That's pretty cool, I guess. I don't really understand how this is an improvement, but maybe if you don't want to use raid tickets, or maybe if you're following a YouTuber guide and they haven't done a guide for one of perhaps you can tell me down in the comment section how this is an improvement, but if they say it's an improvement, I'll just take their word for it. Battle token regeneration has been increased from 15 to 20 hours. That's a decrease, thus reducing the total number of tokens generated in the event from 9 to 7. I don't get how this is an improvement. Battle and crate rewards have been increased to account for the reduction in tokens. That's pretty cool. I actually like this. To account for the fact that tiers can now be chosen freely, the bulk of increases have been applied to one-time rewards, and the lower rarity tiers have been seen bigger increase from higher rarity ones. Playing the same instance of an event twice and clearing all tiers should give slightly more shards, significantly more salvage, slightly fewer components. Okay, so they're just kind of reworking how incursion reward systems work. Um, I'm I feel like I'm not qualified to comment on this because I just exclusively do the Biowar to get it to max rank. So, you know, I don't know how I feel about this. Applies to only the Plague Burst Crawler for Incursion. This event now features a branching path allowing for different choices as you move forward. There are the battles, but you can also choose pick enhancements. Progress, there are also occasional challenges. Okay, so this just makes the game mode less stale, which is good. Common and uncommon tiers now feature 12 battles, while the rest of the tiers still feature 15 battles. So if you're trying to unlock a new Machine of War and you're just trying to blitz through the lower tiers, this will be good. Our intention is to introduce the new branching structure to all incursions over time. Looking forward to your feedback. Okay, so like they also want to know what our feedback is. So this is all very interesting. I don't want to say the changes to loot is negative or positive without actually seeing what we get, but I do like the changes that are done specifically to the Plague Burst Crawler event. That's pretty cool. PBC is what we call it on tabletop, so that's what we'll probably call it when Tacticus do. A campaign event, Adeptus Mechanicus, returns on February 27th. Several battles have been rebalanced to decrease their difficulty and make it easier to achieve a lightning victory. That's pretty cool. We have greatly increased the odds of the random rewards given by extremist battles, bringing them roughly on par with those of the elite campaigns, proportionally to the amount of energy spent. So, because 6 energy, right? So this seems good. Tournament arena duration of event has been increased from 72 to 80 hours. That is an improvement that actually matters a lot for people in certain time zones because like if you want to use your tokens like the last tokens you just run out of like time in the morning where like oh I gotta wake up like 6 in the morning to fight my battle, so this is an improvement. The last 8 hours of the event will not generate battle tokens, keeping the total number the same. Resurrected units no longer grant additional victory points for being defeated again. Pretty cool. This might seem, the second bullet point might seem a little weird as to like, oh, why did they increase the event time but not the tokens generated? I'm like 90% sure this is for people who are living in those awkward time zones where they like the event ends at like 6 in the 7 in the morning for them. So this is a good thing. I like this. Upcoming events, February 26th, Power Up rule set. March 11th, Faction War Territories. Upcoming event, Isaac, Starn, Primus. So character event, Black Templar, Tor. Tor is kind of meta viable, I think, right now. I'm not sure. Testing needs to be done, but he's interesting. So this is all cool. I wonder why they put the 80 hour at both because if this is the norm going forward, are they trying to say it's like, oh, it's always going to be 80 hours? But I mean, if that's the case, I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. Improvements. There are more improvements compared to the last patch. I like this. Added tappable keywords and ability descriptions and effects for heal and repair, and adjusted descriptions for the healer and mechanical traits. That seems good. Adjusted several ability descriptions that interact with heal or repair. I think heal or repair, the one that interacts, like the one that pops in my mind is living metal. So that's pretty cool. Negative unit effects in battle now specify if they can be removed by healing or repairing that affected unit. I like this. More clarity. I will always appreciate the game being more legible. Shadow Sun's Exemplar of Kayun and Celestine's Skystrike abilities now have an initial cooldown instead of specifying that they cannot be used for the first battle round. This is similar to what they did last patch with the Machine of War ability cooldowns that got brought on by the Broadside Machine of War. Where to find upgrades now sort campaign battles by order of descending probability. This is such an underrated change because it's gonna save like 1 second every time you tap an upgrade material, and that's gonna add up. So I like this. Kudos to Snowprint for doing this. It's a small thing, but it matters. It's fine. Balancing. Eldarion, I made a whole video about this. I don't see any damage numbers, so it's fine. Ragnar, Battle Howl, cap with a flat damage. I've actually seen the damage number while making the what's it called, Dante video. I'm okay with it. Like I'm pretty content with the number itself. So I really don't think you should be upset about. Like it's still an overall nerf, but it's okay. It's nothing horrible. Additional, yeah, Vitruvius node. I did a whole video about this, yapping. So if you want to watch that, like this is just all this tells you is for the mechanical team, instead of Eldrion, you now use Vitruvius. And for Ragnar Black main comps, you still use Eldrion, but Karn the Betrayer is significantly weaker because of the fact that Ragnar's Howl no longer buffs Karn's abilities, and Eldrion's Doom no longer buffs Karn's abilities. So Karn got a little banged up, but you know, that is what it is. One character taking the brunt of the blunt force drama, whereas the team survives. I'm okay with that. Heal and repair, remove additional effects. Full list of effects removed: taunted, suppressed, stunned, marker light, brazier of holy fire, that is Rosvita's active ability, the two turn 20% damage taken. Supercharge, Sarquel, that's pretty good. Master Annihilator, Vitruvius, that's good because of the fact that it remains at all times, so that's pretty cool. Exemplar of Hate, Asmodai, I like that too. Neuroparasite, I mean, Neuroparasite has always gotten removed by heal and repair, so that's cool. Mind Control, Zydia, Mind Control and Brazier of Holy Fire, they are literally the same thing, essentially, so it's fine. Passive abilities, Medicus Ministorum, which is Isabella's passive ability, and Sanguinary Priest, which is Nicodemus' passive ability, are no longer classified as healing, instead regenerate health for affected unit. As a result, they do not remove negative effects, but still restore the same amount of health. This is just, I don't want to say bookkeeping, but this is just housekeeping. Like they're clearly going in a way where, hey, you actively have to remove the buffs instead of having these characters that are value engines. So that's pretty cool. That's, you know, probably less annoying in Arena. I like that. Attacks triggered from abilities now target the taunting unit if the attacker is taunted, and the attack will normally choose a random target. Okay, taunting works better, so that's good. Slightly reduced drop rates of booster items when getting a random item. Booster item, I assume that means crit booster, but I don't know why they didn't write crit boosters, so I don't know what this is referring to. There are a lot of bug fixes. As you know, I don't really cover the bug fixes. However, one little thing I've actually been keeping track of is if you go back to my past, what are they called? Patch note videos and go to the bug fixes section, you will notice every single patch there is a fix with Avatar of Cain, which really begs the question, how broken was this guy? Because every patch he's getting fixed, and it's not like, oh, we fixed this, so now this thing is broken. No. Like, oh, there was an issue, we fixed it. There was a different issue, we fixed it. So, you know, kudos to Snowprint, a lot of bug fixes, really appreciate all of them. Number of hits was missing, I like that. It was something I noticed a little bit, but yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm okay with this. This bug fixes, I don't think there's anything to be upset about. Now, as for what I think about these patch notes, I'm not gonna say Snowprint cooked and like Tacticus is saved, Tacticus is the best game, because I don't think that's helpful, right? Because like the patch notes are clearly good. They are a net positive to the game. All the what are they called, like the housekeeping stuff here, the improvements, the events are cool. Incursion, I'm not sure about this, but the second part is good. And then new stuff, API is fun. You know, like, it's good. And then nerfs, like, tournament arena is gonna be more healthy, so that's good. Like, I'm not gonna say anything is bad, because that's just incorrect. But you can tell this was a very light patch. Most of the meat and potatoes came from the fact that a lot of things got nerfed and we are getting a bunch of new things. Like we're getting Cygex, we're getting Dante, we're getting a new Machine of War and the Plagueburst Crawler. So like we're getting a lot of stuff, and that's where most of the new stuff is. Whereas it's not like one of the previous patch notes where it will take me like 30 minutes to make a video because there's just so much thing to do. But I mean, this is fine. This is okay. Like I am content with the patch notes, and I like it's not me being snarky or anything. Like I think they're good. I think the patch notes are fine. They're not groundbreaking. They're not like amazing out of this world. They're good. They're solid, and that's all you need them to be. Like just don't break the game. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the video. I really appreciate you doing so. Have a good day and stay safe.